What up, y'all? It was recently announced that Jay ElectHanukkah was officially done with Act 2, Patents of Nobility. It's nice to hear, especially coming from the fact of the way his style is with, you could say, his buzz on the internet is very different. I say this in comparison to other artists out there in the more recent that they've been relevant through their kind of controversial acts, being crazy on the roofs, stage diving in some degree, which is, you know, typical more for maybe like a punk type of thing. So you have more like this kind of crazy antics on stage and off stage, drama through there. And typically more like an Odd Future or Little B type of like situations with artists, you know, being that crazy and outlandish. What makes Jay ElectHanukkah interesting is the fact that his stuff is so good that people are willing to search for it. And also, it doesn't matter like how long it's been, you know, a little agitating. People are still gonna be like buzzing about it. Like, you know, have you heard about this dude? Like, check this guy. His stuff is amazing. Case in point, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Exhibit C was his last like kind of big work like put out, and that was out like late December of '09. So you take into account, it's been like at least a year and a half over. We're just getting word now that Act 2's finished up and only like a few people have heard it, like some big names here and there. I guess the hip-hop head in me really likes the way he is, for the fact it's almost kind of reflective of maybe an older, back in the day sort of thing, where you would hear about someone in like a song they made and like they'd just kind of fade away for a bit and then they come back on the scene like, hey, have you heard this new thing they put out now? And it's fascinating. You have someone who still can do that online or anywhere else. You know, you still have people charging out for you. I believe with him it shows that subtlety and you know, lyrical skill, even the beats he chooses, is still important. It's still like you need to be there, but just you don't have to be all over. He has a core audience right now. Depending on whether or not that's gonna get larger, it will be interesting because you do look up his stuff and he is kind of like an urban legend even with his lyrical stuff. It's interesting what he says, interesting what he talks about, what he feels. They went to Nepal and did a music video, and like there was a story about like what they had to do to film there. I read in the Respect magazine. Interesting as well. Like the man is just fascinating. He literally is just kind of like that urban legend type of like mythology he has to him. Just being in different places in the world, just out of nowhere. It feels almost kind of spiritual in a sense. Just you're following like a story here. I feel what he's doing is awesome through and through, and I hope he continues and gets some bigger work out there. Like, and hopefully this Act 2 is gonna be amazing, and feeds the fans. Peace.